What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Back Battles. Today, I believe, if I counted right, is the last episode we are using the Reshiram team with Reshiram, Tapu Lele, Groudon, Venusaur, Scrafty, and Sakataka. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, I highly recommend go checking them out. But this should, if I am correct in my math, should be the last episode of this team. So if you do want to see a potential QR code of this team and you enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below. 175 likes is the like goal within 2 weeks of this episode being uploaded for all the videos we use as a restaurant team, and if we do get it, we will have a QR code of this team for everyone to try out on the global link. Otherwise, there is my placement in the description down below. Since I do want to mention this again, just in case anyone hasn't watched previous episodes or doesn't know my policy on Battle Spot, basically, if you do encounter me on Battle Spot and I do record our game, it will be going up on YouTube. Please don't send me a request asking not to upload the video because I have very limited time right now. College is quite busy, as well as preparing for Oceania Internets, as well as some other stuff that's going in my life right now. So yeah, I am very busy at the moment. I have very little time to record these videos, and I do want to go with consistency in uploading. So yes, and most likely if you are playing, you do already take the risk that people will find out about your team anyway, especially since there are multiple VGC streamers and other YouTubers besides me. So yeah. Okay, we got Kyogre with Zygarde. Interesting combination with Ludicolo, Tornadus, the Serena, and Stakataka. Okay. Zygarde is kind of annoying, isn't it? I mean, I have Scrafty and the Lele at least, so at least I can slow it down. I don't really like Reshiram in this game. It can Tailwind, sure, but it can't really do much otherwise. I'm thinking Venusaur is more useful. Yeah, Venusaur is definitely more useful now that I think about it. Yeah, I can get Tailwind, but it doesn't really benefit. The Z-move doesn't even help me against the Restricteds, because it'll do as much as a Grass Knot from Venusaur, I think. So I don't think I bring Reshiram in this game. Like, the only thing Reshiram is good at is, like, taking a hit from Tornadus, actually. I think I want to lead my Lele plus Venusaur. I think that's my most solid lead actually at the moment with Scrafty and Groudon. Magic Room's not really something I'm considering in this game, but one thing I am kind of scared about is that potential Rain Dance from the Tornadus. So that's something that's super scary that I'm going to have to deal with. So let's see how this is going to go. The question is, if you lead Kyogre plus the Tornadus, it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Because I think it's a 50-50 situation. Do you go for a Water Spout Hurricane or Water Spout Rain Dance? And we are going to see that Kyogre Tornadus lead. So I'm not going to want to go into Groudon. I just want to go for a Psyshock immediately. The question is, who do I want to target? If I target down to Tornadus... So here's the thing. I could target down Tornadus and go out in a Groudon, because that means the Water Spout's not doing anything. And then I could potentially get rid of this Tornadus Strut that's really... troublesome. Or the other play I could do is just go for the Psyshock and the Kyogre, weaken its Water Spot so Lele always survives. Then I can focus down the Kyogre. But I don't know, I feel like if I want to make a play, I think the play is always just to go out into the Groudon and Psyshock. I feel like it's very more likely you go for Hurricane here than Rain Dance. I could be very wrong though, and I could lose both Pokemon. I do know that, but I feel like I have to make a read on this potential 50-50 here. And I feel like I could just easily go for the Psyshock into the Kyogre, and I feel like I could also just go for Sleep Power. So I'm really curious on, do you go for the Rain Dance play? But it's just a Tailwind, so it's a good mid-ground play. And actually, that kind of hurts me more now that I think about it if you are Rain Dance. So Psyshock will come out. I should have probably anticipated a Tailwind that could have came out, but Tornadus actually goes down, so it's not actually a Focus Sash variant. I'm guessing it was a Flying Z variant and this Ocean Pulse. So this actually worked out beautifully. This worked out beautifully. This is not how I expected it to go, but that worked out perfectly for me. I was able to get that position where I... It's not exactly the best position, but I was able to get into a position where, yeah, I was able to deny the Rain Dance, even though it wasn't exactly how I planned it to be. I guess that works out for me. My opponent does have the Tailwind though. I can just go Scrafty here for sure. Question is, what do I want to do here? Do I want to Rock Tomb? Do I want to Precipice Blades immediately? Or do I want to go for something else? I also wonder if this Zygarde maybe has like 1,000 waves so it could trap in my Groudon. It would be kind of frustrating for me to handle. I think I'm just going to fire off a Precipice Blades immediately and just try to do as much damage as possible, because I'm not going to knock out anything with Precipice Blades, but I'm going to weaken a lot of things as Serena actually comes out. Okay. So, I could probably just go into Venusaur afterward, because with Scrafty, I'm very safe here. Yeah. I'm going to be able to get a Precipice Blades off, and weakening the Zygarde for my Lele range is great, because since this isn't a Seed Zygarde, like I'm going to be doing a lot with my Moonblast, as we're going to see that 1,000 Arrows come out. That did a good damage to Scrafty, actually. Oh, wait, I think oh my lord, we always miss the Precipice Blades. I think I've seen the Zygarde before. I think I saw it before. Oh, is this a Choice Banded Zygarde set? I've seen like a QR code of this team. It was a Choice Banded Zygarde set. Alright, we go for the knockoff because we want to get rid of that Choice Band, and we want to go out into our Venusaur right here for sure. I don't know if you want to go for the high jump kick, if you want to go for the Power Whip. I want to cover the Power Whip play more because I feel Groudon's super useful in this matchup. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go out into my Venusaur here. But is this actually the Banded Zygarde team with the Rain Nest for Nas? It's not a QR code, it looks like, but I have seen that team on that was popular on the QR rental codes when I was looking earlier. We're gonna see 1,000 Arrows come out once again. See, it should be banded because there's no way it should. Yeah, it's definitely banded. There's no way it should be doing that much damage, and a U-turn actually coming out. So this kind of works out in my favor. I'm going to be able to activate my berry. Oh, no. I think I'm, like, too short of my berry, which is unfortunate. Kyogre are going to be able to come out here. I don't really need Groudon other than the Sun, though. I did get a knockoff in the Zygarde, too, so I could also go out into Groudon, potentially. As we will be able to get a knockoff in the Zygarde. It is Choice Banded, okay. LA Moonblast might just knock it out then if it doesn't have any investment. So I think I want to leave the Zygarde alone and focus down on the Kyogre. So the question is, do you have Ice Beam? I think if you have Ice Beam, it makes this more of an interesting game. I think Groudon is always a play here and just protect my Venusaur regardless. Yeah. As we're going to see the Zygarde retreat, it's going to be out into the Serena, which is fine as well because my Venusaur is very threatening here. I wonder if that means you're going for not a Water Spout, but an Ice Beam instead into Venusaur. As we will get our Groudon in, we will get the Sun back up, and we'll see what the Kyogre decides to do. It's going to be a... And also, if we just put this Kyogre in the range of my Moonblast, that'd be really good, as we're going to see this Water Spout come out into my Groudon. Doesn't knock it out, and I will be able to activate my Berry, so that's pretty nice, although super not necessary. Yeah. Tailwind Peter's out. I always want to switch back into Scrafty, I think, and I think I actually want to Sludge Bomb. Because you never want to let Kyogre take a Grass Knot, right? You might want to try to get your complete form with Zygarde, so I think it's better just to go out into our Scrafty here. Because of the fact that I also want to get a Serena, because Serena is actually a big threat to my Lele, because a Power Up might just be able to knock out the Lele depending on the spread. And yeah, you should never let me get damage on the Kyogre. So we will see the Zygarde, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be U-turn again from Serena, which is fine as well. Because I'm putting the Zygarde in range of Moonblast, and I want to try to get the damage on Serena. Which is, I want to put everything in range of Moonblast, basically. That's definitely a key factor here. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. We will get a Sludge Bomb off into the Serena. It's a Solid Vest Serena. Okay, that's good to know. And just goes for a U-turn once again into the Venusaur slot. Which did good damage, actually. Should be max attack. A Solid Vest, okay. So we're going to see the Kyogre come back out once again. Terrain is gonna disappear. Yeah. Here's the thing, it's a 50-50, right? Right here, whether you go into Serena right here or you go for the I feel like it's a 50-50 here. I think I'm gonna go Groudon just protect anyway, because I don't see a drawback to that play, but I think it could be a potential 50-50 here. Because I could fake out, right, and go for Grass Knot, or just and my opponent just doubles up my Venusaur with an Extreme Speed plus Water Spout or Origin Pulse or whatever you want to go for. Or it could be a play of the Zygarde switch out into Serena right here. to catch that fake out and potentially knock out the with a water spout. We're gonna see the Kyogre retreat back into Serena, which is really good play from my opponent. Oh, if you're Bandit 1000 Waves, if you're Bandit 1000 Waves, I think I'm still fine regardless. I still have a Scarf Lele in the back, and I'd be able to pressure a lot of damage with Precipice Blades and a Sludge Bomb. So let's see. I will protect our Venusaur, as we'll see what my opponent decides to do. It's going to be a 1000 Arrows, which is fine. Not really going to do too much. Yeah, that didn't do anything to the Groudon. And right here, I could go for a Sludge Bomb into the Serena. And even if like the Sludge Bomb doesn't if it goes into Kyogre, I think I'm still fine. I want to go Scrafty 100%. I could also Grass Knot the Serena, and that's an option I'm very much considering, because I think Kyogre should come out here. But would you risk the Kyogre though? That's my question. Could also be a Helping Hand Extreme Speed, but I don't know if that knocks out Venusaur at this range, because Venusaur is a very bulky Pokemon. I'd rather Sludge Bomb just in case that Helping Hand option does come out. So yeah, we'll go for the Sludge Bomb here, just in case. And also, like, again, it's not bad damage in Kyogre since Grass Knot wouldn't even knock out the Kyogre in the first place. So no matter what, I think we're in an okay spot just to click a Sludge Bomb, because we need to Sludge Bomb in the Grass Knot anyway to knock out the Kyogre. As yeah, we see the Serena switch out into the Kyogre, which is fine. Which means 1000 Arrows is going to activate, but that's also okay. If I could also knock off the Kyogre's Scarf Diadox, would that really benefit? Not really. I think Venusaur would still be slower. We do get the damage off. 1000 Arrows is going to come out once again. But yeah, we do survive with both Pokemon, and we'll be able to activate a Berry on Scrafty. Although I could have got a massive amount into the Kyogre, I think we're still fine. I think I still make the same play regardless. Like, what's stopping me from going into Groudon here? The thing is, I could have put like the Kyogre in range of Moonblast, which is like the one disappointing part. But yeah, we'll just protect here. We'll just protect and go into Groudon. Even if we lose Groudon again, we're in a fine spot. We have a Lele that can stop this terrain pressure. But I'm gonna see the Zygarde actually retreat into the Serena. Okay. So, expecting a fake out here, but I have no reason to click fake out. And this position actually puts me in a much better spot because we will be able to get Groudon out. So now, let's see, what do you do here? We will protect. Should be an Origin Pulse. Could be a Water Spout once again if you don't have Origin Pulse. It is Origin Pulse here though. Gonna be coming out, targeting now my Pokemon. Really not gonna do too much damage. Doesn't knock out my Groudon, which is actually kind of hurtful. I really do want to get a Sludge Bomb off into Serena, because I think if I just get a knockout here, I do win the game. I feel like it's very like... The question is, I can't say it's very likely that Kyogre will stay in anymore. Because I think it's like comes down to this turn instead. Does Origin Pulse actually knock me out? Well, one, you have to hit Origin Pulse. Maybe I just go Scrafty instead and just Sludge Bomb to Serena. I like that play more actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I won't activate the complete form of Serena switches out. It looks like the Kyogre didn't switch out, so good play on my opponent's side. We'll get Scrafty in. I couldn't afford a U-turn into the Kyogre, which is like always the big fear I have, so I'd rather just Sludge Bomb into the Serena here. As yeah, good play from my opponent. My opponent's catching on to my mix-up here, as Zygarde's gonna come out. I think we're still in a fine position regardless, because it's still an Origin Pulse and Sun. It's really not doing too much, and now I can threaten a Moonblast into that Zygarde slot. As we will see an Origin Pulse. Scrafty avoids. Helpful. I wouldn't have done too much, which is fine. As we will see... Oh, Venusaur actually survives. That's cool. I can just go Lele here, though. And I think I Sludge Bomb, actually, the Kyogre, because I think Extreme Speed could be very likely here, and a switch into Serena. Yeah. Serena gonna come out. I'm very, very confident that this is gonna be a... I'm very confident this is gonna be an Extreme Speed in the Venusaur. Like, I don't... Like, this is what I thought my opponent might decide to do here. So, I've gained the Psychic Terrain, prevents the Extreme Speed. I'll be able to knock out the Serena. And yeah, you'd be able to reset your weather, which would be very crucial to you, which is why I decided to make this play. So this works out beautifully for me, as I'm able to knock out the Serena, or not. But I'm in a good position regardless. I can go for a Moonblast. Actually, that might be better for me because now I just get to Moonblast the Zygarde. We know it's Choice Band, so it can't do much. If Kyogre comes in, it's getting 2 KO'd by my Moonblast. Grass Knot will be able to catch the Serena, I think, with a knockout here, and should be on, and will knock out the Kyogre in the back. At least I'm pretty sure the Grass Knot should knock out the Serena from this range. Yeah, it does, and that should be game because there was really no safe switching for my opponent here. Yeah, as we're going to be able to get Moonblast, pick up the knockout into the Zygarde. Yep, and that's going to be a good game to my opponent. So nice, we're able to pick up that win. It got a little bit scared there. My opponent was definitely reading me, was definitely catching on to what I was trying to do. But thankfully, we had that one big turn where we called the Serena coming in, because I think it was smart because it covered the fake out play as well. And the extreme speed knockdown to Venusaur would have been clutch. And you want to reset the weather, because if we got the knock on Groudon, that would have been amazing for you. But not falling for that, was able to get myself into a good position, and now we can just go Groudon Protect here and just win the game with Grass Knot, as my opponent realizes that and forfeits. Alright, nice. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, we were just able to recognize our win condition, and basically we were able to keep the pressure to where my opponent had to make some really big reads there. Like the first time, like you never risk your Kyogre, but since my opponent saw that I called the Serena, caught on to the idea if you lose Serena, you also will lose the game because of the fact that your Kyogre would be trapped in and locked in. Basically, I was trying to set up for a Moonblast endgame with Lele, because Lele I felt was super clutch. So as long as I got the damage to where I put everything in range of Moonblast, I felt like I was pretty comfortable in winning that game. So yeah, luckily I was able to come through. We were able to get rid of Tornadus, which I'm guessing was the Z move user on the team, because it was Choice Banded Zygarde, it was Choice Scarf Kyogre, it was Assault Vest Serena. We didn't see the other Pokemon. But yeah, luckily we go through the QR code rental code team sometimes. Like we just look through and just see what kind of teams there are, because I am always interested in seeing, because I don't always play Battle Spot. I usually only play Battle Spot to record, and sometimes if I do practice, I will practice on Battle Spot a bit. But yeah, the main thing is like I'm not super updated as I used to play, since I don't play as much as I used to. Because college started up, I got a lot of other things in my life right now. So yeah, just keeping up by looking at what's popular at the QR rental codes is always something interesting to me. As we find a Japanese opponent with a really interesting team. Xerneas, Landorus, Varian, Talonflame, Raichu, Kyogre, and Tapu Koko. There's so many interesting points about this team. It's like 3 Pokemon like Z-moves on this team, and you have basically 3 Pokemon are pretty bad without the Z-move in my opinion. I guess you could run Goggles Land, no, but that's like on a very specific team in order to counter the Yveltal teams. But yeah, these Pokemon usually all like Z moves, and you can have Z moves on all 3 of them, so that's kind of problematic. I really like Stakataka here actually. Stakataka can put in the work, yeah. I love Stakataka in this game if it could put in the work. The question is, what do I want to go here? I kind of don't like Reshiram, like absorbs attacks, which is nice, but not exactly sure how useful it is otherwise. I think I'm gonna go Stakataka and go on to bring Reshiram. I just really don't like Reshiram too much. I think I'm gonna bring Stakataka plus Venusaur actually. Yeah, with Lele and Groudon on the back. I know this might be surprising, but I kind of want Lele because I think Lele is useful. One, because I think this option gives me a fast mode and a slow mode, and also protects me from the Talonflame too. Scrafty's not that great here. Reshiram, I feel like Tailwind on a fast offensive team like my opponent's doesn't really help, because my opponent's got Tailwind options, him or herself, and also the fact that most of my opponent's Pokemon are already faster than me, so there's not really much of a point. I think Trick Room's really good here with Stakataka, if I can get it off, as we're gonna see Raichu starting this come out. Okay. I could Sleep Powder and Trick Room. I could also just go Lele and Gyro Ball to Xerneas. So, like, there are 2 plays my opponent can do. Fake Out here, Geomancy. There could be a Coco Switch. A Coco Switch would actually be really smart from the Xerneas. I think I'm just going to attempt to go for the Gyro Ball anyway and just go Lele. Yeah, I think this works. It covers a fake out play, and I really do want to get rid of Xerneas if possible. So I'm going to go for this play. Because if Tapu Koko doesn't come in and you go for that fake out and I'm just able to knock out your Xerneas, that's amazing for me. And I feel like it's very likely my opponent might actually try to do that. So let's see. Because I don't think you expect me to bring the Lele. And you don't. They never do. Okay, awesome. So the Lele was kind of an obscure pick with the sack attack of it. Look at where it's got me now. I just got laid the freest Xerneas KO of my life. Alright, nice. So Xerneas is going to Geomancy up, but this Geomancy not benefiting my opponent at all. In fact, goodbye Xerneas. I could have tricked him there, but I didn't need to trick him immediately turn 1. And that's what's nice about my team. I don't have to trick him immediately. I'm able to get rid of Xerneas immediately, which is super nice for my team. Get a defense beast boost, not really going to help too much. I don't think there's a Pokemon that really helps. Probably Koko and Kyogre in the back, I would imagine. If you bring out the Kyogre, yeah, which is fine. I can just go out and Groudon and click. I could even just click Sunny Day here if I want to, but I kind of want to weaken the Kyogre anyway. So I'm just going to go click Psyshock, I think. Go into Groudon. I'm going to try to weaken everything from my Venusaur in the end game. I'm just going to Psyshock and go Groudon. If the Raichu has Rain Dance. Oh, wait. This Raichu has Rain Dance. I don't think a Alolan Raichu gets Skill Swap though, which is one of the positive notes. If Rain Dance, that could be scary. But then again, I think Lele should live in Origin Pulse, so I think regardless would be fine actually, now that I think about it. We'd also have Venusaur and... No, we wouldn't have Venusaur in the sun, but you get my point. I'm pretty sure that we'd be fine. As the Psyshock into the Kyogre, we're going to see the Z move come out. I'm curious on who this targets because I feel like you could target down. Okay, so it's not Focus Sash. I mean, not Focus Sash. Well, we see it's a Z move Raichu, and it does go off, so target my Lele. So I got the wrong call, fortunately. I was hoping my opponent would expect Lele switch on to Groudon for the other slot. This move's super laggy too on the old 3DS. Yeah, it doesn't knock out the Lele, but I get a free switch, which actually might benefit me more now. Yeah, this actually benefits me more. Or Spot gonna come out. That didn't even knock out my Lele because of all the chip damage my opponent took earlier. So that actually works out beautifully in my spot. I get to click Precipice Blades here probably. We know it's not Z-move on the Kyogre and we can just go Stack Attacker here. Yeah. Even if it's an Origin Pulse for catching, I think I'm in a fine position regardless because I don't think my opponent has to switch in for Precipice Blades, and that switch in is Talonflame, and even then I have a Stack Attacker and a Rock Tomb coming in the way. Oh, Grass Knot. Did not expect that move. Didn't do too much though, okay. Here's an Origin Pulse, Groudon avoids. I don't think Origin Pulse was enough though. I really don't think Origin Pulse is enough. I feel like Origin Pulse is a little less than that every time anyway. As we're gonna get a Precipice Blades off. I don't think the Origin Pulse was enough. I didn't expect Grass Knot though. Let's fake out Grass Knot. Z move, Raichu, and then Thunderbolt, and then what's the last move? I was thinking Psychic or Psyshock. I was also thinking Encore could have been a potential option, which is why I never expected Grass Knot. It still works out from us though, because I was able to get rid of Raichu and Landorus in the back. Huh. Am I in trouble? No, I have Venusaur in the back. Actually, if it is Goggles Landers like I was talking about earlier, this is still not exactly over. How many turns of Sun do I looked? I have 3, so I have enough turns, I think. I'm gonna Rock Tomb the Landers. And I think I want to Stack Attacker here. Let's see. This Landers could actually be more problematic than I thought. We are going to see a Earthquake come out. How much damage is this doing to my Groudon? Oh, wow. That did a lot less than I thought, actually. Okay, I think we should still be fine. I'm hoping we connect a Rock Tomb so my Lele could potentially just outspeed this Landers. Not get parried and get a Psyshock off. I don't know how much Grass Knot does to Landers, though, which is like the one problematic part. It's neutral damage, but I'm not sure how much we're actually doing. We also don't know if this is Goggles Landers or not. We'll go Venusaur here. Yeah, like I didn't actually expect. Yeah, the Landis was actually kind of annoying, and it was definitely a Pokemon I should have prepared for more. But maybe it was like the one benefit of bringing Reshiram instead. But like, I think all the Pokemon I had were super clutch, or would have been super clutch. think I want to Swords Dance here. Yeah, I'm gonna Swords Dance. And I think I'm gonna attempt to Sleep Powder actually. I want to see if it is Goggles on the Landers. And I don't. Oh. My opponent's wasting turns for the Sun, which is understandable. I really just wanted to Swords Dance up because I wanted to do more damage with the Rock Tomb, and I wanted to Sleep Power just to confirm the item on the Landers. Cause yeah, but now we're in a solid spot. We can just click Rock Tomb. We can click Sleep Powder once again. I just really want to see if this is Goggles Landers or not. It's just useful information, and I'm not sure how much Grass Knot actually does to Landers. I think I can do that in the following turn regardless. As it looks like it's not Goggles Landers, so that should just be game. I didn't think it'd be Goggles Landers on this team. I really don't know what item they would run. Maybe it's Assault Vest. Because we are able to get a Rock Tomb off. We are able to lower that speed. That Rock Tomb still at +1 didn't do too much, but yeah, still fine. Sunlight fades, but the Landers is at -2 speed. It's also set up for my Lele in the back if I don't get parried. Let's see how much Grass Knot does to Landers. Please don't forfeit. Please let me see how much Grass Knot does. Please let me see how much Grass Knot does. Nice, okay. 20%? I don't know how heavy Landers is. Oh wait, that did a lot more than I expected. And that's a bulky berry set, okay. As long as I hit a Rock Tomb, yeah, that's good game. Okay, nice. So we're able to get a Rock Tomb off, finish off the Landers with the next Grass Knot. Even if you crit Earthquake here, you can't win the game. Bulky berry Landers, huh? Wow, that actually did half to my Venusaur. As well able to go for a Grass Knot and a Rock Tomb right here into the Landers. So, okay, good information to know that the Grass Knot does like about 40%, I guess. It did more than I expected. I actually thought Landers was pretty light, so that's the main reason why I thought it was better to go for Sleep Powder. But if I knew if it did that much already, I would have just clicked Grass Knot, man. I didn't expect it to do that much. I thought Landers was actually pretty light, but I guess I'll have to look at it later. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Back to Battles. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. Shows your support. And man, that Stack Attack play. Like, my thought process was like, okay, if I keep Lele in the back, I don't think my opponent's gonna expect it. And Lele is just more of a trump card just in case the Talonflame comes and it's annoying against the, and also helps against Scarf Kyogre. So it gave me a few options, and yeah, and it ended up paying off immensely because I think my opponent never expected the Lele in the back. Probably expected Groudon in the back with Scrafty, because you assume I'm going Trick Room mode, right? But instead, I have so much momentum by bringing the Lele because I don't think you had really many plays. Maybe Tapu Koko and Z-Move attempt into my Stack Attack might have been a good play for my opponent. But the reason I didn't expect my opponent to go for that play is because, well, even if my opponent did go for that play, I think it would have been fine regardless, because I could have just gone my Lele switch covered that play as well, because I wouldn't lose my Stack Attack. I would get paralyzed and take a lot, which would have been annoying, but at least Xerneas isn't set up, and I have Lele in a decent spot where I have my Psychic Terrain guaranteed available, and I got like a lot of damage into Coco, assuming I don't get paralyzed, so it did cover that play as well. But yeah, I just really did expect my opponent to expect a Lele switch, so I thought, okay, you might try to actually Geomancy here and then double me up with like a Z move plus a Moonblast the following turn. Although it was kind of risky for my opponent because like Sleep Powder was a thing. I also thought my opponent might have potentially just went Coco there for the Raichu and tried to just draw off a Moonblast or something, which is another thing I was expecting, which is why I decided to throw that off. But yeah, otherwise, you know, all the other stuff I said before, feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. My social media down below, check me out on my Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram accounts. You can also, if you do want to go that extra mile, there is my Patreon page link down below. And yeah, a lot of stuff coming soon. Oceania Internets is upon the horizon for me, and I will be competing, and I look forward to meeting a lot of people that are from Australia. So if you do want to talk to me, just come and introduce yourself, and yeah, I'll be happy to talk. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.